My name is David, and you're watching Wormhole Extremists along with Evie.
Hello.
And Nicole.
Hello.
And this is Star Trek SG1.
Yes, I was gonna say, like, a lot of people on Reddit said that these opening Prometheus scenes had a very distinct Star Trek vibe.
It's our first spaceship. And we're going to
Yay.
ditch him in the Delta Quadrant. Oops, sorry, across the galaxy.
Also, I wanted to mention the two sort of prominent guest stars in this episode. So we've got John Novak and Ingrid Cavaliers.
Mhm.
So they two guest stars that sort of made their debut in this episode. John Novak steps into the role of Colonel William Ronson, and we'll see him again in Grace next season.
Yep.
And also Ingrid as Major Erin Gant, and she'll also return in Grace and also Lost City Part 2. I love
He
kind of
commands
this
this ship.
the clash of the kernels.
Yeah.
Like Reddit discussions sort of highlighted this fascinating tension between Jack and Ronson. So it's sort of a classic clash of leadership styles, I think.
Yeah. Well, one guy's the
Because
captain and the
Ronson
other guy
runs-
isn't, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like Ronson runs the Prometheus kind of like a traditional Navy vessel.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like he's all protocols and clear chain of command, and Jack sort of brings like his sort of special ops background and years of off-world experience to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It's disappointing that they didn't establish a ship patch yet, that those only came later, which is too bad, because I would have loved to have a Prometheus
Yeah.
patch in my collection.
That would have been cool. So I think a bit of a fun fact, apparently when this episode hit DVDs, the packaging accidentally labeled this flagship vessel as the X-53 instead
Really?
of the X-303. And it's apparently one of the few times that official merchandise error sort of has slipped through unnoticed.
What
I
region
was
was
almost
this?
going to get... Sorry?
What region was that in?
I don't know what region. I
Oh.
couldn't find what region it was, but I almost wanted to get either you or Nicole to go
I'll look
through
at my
like your
DVDs.
DVDs
Yeah.
and see if
I
it's
don't
there.
have mine anymore.
I've got mine
Yeah.
upstairs. I'll take a look.
Okay.
It might have been a very, very early
I was going to say, Evie,
version.
please fill us with all the fun facts possible. Fill this episode,
Yeah,
please.
Nicole, any chance to
I
get away
don't
from
have
this
as many
episode?
pages of notes.
Yeah.
I have 13 pages versus like 18 or 20 that
okay.
I had with the previous
Okay,
episode.
I'll take
Also,
that.
keep an eye on the scientist in the background. That's Damien Kindler, who is
Oh,
the
it is!
episode's writer,
Oh,
making a
yeah.
cameo appearance.
I missed. Oh, it is Damien on his
Yeah,
side.
he stays in screen like the entire
Yeah.
time, looking important and a little bit sidetracked.
Are they? How are they communicating right now?
Just
Oh, they're in
something
orbit
or
over
something.
Earth.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no, it's not Earth.
It's not Earth.
Oh, maybe it's Earth.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, maybe it's Earth.
Okay.
because
I was
going
going to
to
say,
ask
if
going
not,
on
times,
space.
you know,
Yeah.
like they'd be having to do that whole Zulu thing from a bajillion miles away.
Well,
so-
right, exactly. Time lag, and here we go.
And whoop.
And she's off to save the day.
It's so blue in here. Fix the lighting, guys. Jeez.
It is very blue.
Yeah, it is blue.
I'm
Well, they
feeling
wanted a
depressed just
difference
looking
from,
at
like,
it.
the gold, and they wanted a tonal change. So
Okay, so you have to watch Colonel Ronson's rank insignia on his left shoulder is actually upside down.
It's
this
upside
entire
I can see that right now,
episode.
yeah.
oh no, they sewed it on wrong.
Dear.
I actually brought up like what a rank of a colonel, what it actually looks like, and compared it, and you can see it sort of more here. It's sort of a little bit out of focus, but you can tell it's upside down.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wings are pointing
Also, you can,
down.
I think, I mean, Jack is quite twitchy here. Like you can see him getting like angsty, and
Yeah.
like from taking a back seat while Ronson runs the show. And I think sort of it's subtle but telling glimpse into how Jack's sort of casual attitude masks his deep-seated need to actively be involved and useful.
Mm.
It's always been my excuse every time there's an incoming wormhole at the SGC. If they're not if they're not on a mission, SG1 is first down there. What's going on? What's going on? It's like, shouldn't you be like home,
Yes.
Yeah.
like barbecuing.
They're never home. And
Fishing.
even Jack, like as much as he says, to Sam that she
Go
needs to
home.
have a better work-life balance, he is at the SGC a lot.
Yeah.
I think he struggles with it as well. I mean, to be fair, right? If you always had like the potential of impending doom around the corner, I'd struggle to stay at home
That's
too.
true. Yeah,
The hyperspace drive has a surge protector.
it does. So I think it's like you kind of notice Jack's sort of subtle preferences in leadership right now. So while his relationship with Jonas has definitely grown in the last couple of episodes, his instincts still default to Sam and Tilk. So he called only Sam and Tilk to the bridge and not Jonas. And like he sort of like Jonas has to take like his own initiative to join this sort of hyperdrive investigation himself. And Jack might, I think, still be sort of mentally typecasting Jonas as like the team's archaeologist, despite the fact that he's literally proven himself like technically able, from the Prometheus incident. And I think it's sort of interesting oversight, especially considering how capable Jonas was in that episode with the ship systems, during that encounter. So
I would still see Jack would have him be like, okay, great, you're great in these areas. I still need you to be in your lane for most of the time.
maybe.
So.
But he didn't even acknowledge him. He didn't call him to the bridge.
Yeah, what the hell's
Anyway.
Teal'c gonna do at the bridge?
Tilk's his wingman.
Almost like the
I know.
muscle. Yeah.
Stuart Miller said, I'm watching on MGM Plus through Amazon Prime, and it says the error in the episode description of the whatever you said, Evie, about the designation of the ship being wrong.
Oh, wow. There you
Oh,
go.
cool. Okay.
That's in the UK, so.
So the Prometheus's lack of system redundancy sort of sparked quite a debate on Reddit. So some fans sort of compared it to single-engine fighter jets, while others questioned the logic of space travel without backup systems, which is logical.
Candy Mitch has now said Canada's DVD has X-53 on the 2006 box set release.
Oh, wow.
It's
there we
That's a
everywhere.
go.
big boo-boo.
A lot of boo-boos. Uh-oh. Cartouche? It's been a while since we heard Cartouche.
We should make it into a drinking game.
It's bizarre. It's like we stopped referencing the Cartouche yonks ago because they were
We
like,
did.
well,
maybe that's
you
why they
know.
brought it back.
Yeah.
Well, the
Because we stopped
cartouche
relying on it.
inside
Yeah.
the cartouche are the coordinates for each location, so it's
Yeah, but,
relevant right now.
It's something that we just haven't referenced in so long. So
Like
it's very interesting.
embarkation room.
Yeah. I don't think it's other than Sergeant Harriman, medical team to the embarkation room. I don't think that was ever technically used.
No.
I feel like the
Yeah.
I know we've been pulling things from the cartouche since like day one. It's just been so long since it's been referenced. I'm really, you know what? I love that. Yay.
Yep, short jump. I'm only able to also do a short jump. So that's Ray Galletti playing Major Peter DeLuise, but with an O.
Oh,
So
jeez.
obviously the character's name is a clever nod to the director,
Very,
Peter
very
DeLuise, who is
clever.
directing this episode.
So
Wow.
clever.
Oh,
Just throw an O in
Peter.
there.
Oh.
Jed Ted, the first Mass Effect uses a lot of blue tinting. BioWare artists say blue works for sci-fi. That's an
Yeah.
adage for visual effects artists. I forget the exact wording. When in doubt, make it blue.
Oh.
Yeah, so
But
much
yeah.
of Mass Effect is actually blue now that you've thought about it. I also didn't like the filter back then in Mass Effect 1. It was particularly dark in all the buildings. Okay, like, I guess because 2007, they were still figuring it out. Later on, they add some light.
So
There's a
the
reuse of a shot there. Yeah.
The
Exactly.
shot of the Reactor
Simmons.
core being ejected actually kind of creates a significant continuity error with the ship's established layout, because
Yeah.
in Prometheus, that specific port was shown to be an airlock.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
So they just moved it upstairs and pushed it out the airlock.
I can't wait till we're done messing with the wacky Naquadah.
Well, it's at some point established that the Goa'uld don't use Nequadria. You know,
Yeah, because it's
Carter
so bloody
used-
unstable.
thought that
Silly.
it was the missing link for how they can make their motherships go to hyperspace, but it's not.
It's just moldy Naquadah.
Moldy Naquadah.
Yeah.
It's Naquadah on coke.
Yeah. Moldy.
Moldy.
No dare.
Did no
Love
one
the word
bother to look
bogies.
down?
I was going to say, somebody just get some life signs detectors, slap that down there, ring down, do something.
Were they looking at the planet at all?
No,
don't
I think they
know.
just
I mean, they're
jettisoned
trying
the
to
damn
find
thing.
themselves, I guess. Less
Like they know
concerned
the
about what's
planets
out
on
there.
the Abydos cartouche. They know it's probably inhabited because that's usually the rule of.
At some point, there
you
was
know?
someone down there using a gate.
Yeah, yeah. So like, come on, guys, use your brain. God, the colors in here, the greens and the reds.
Uh-huh.
Christ.
Well, it looks
Well,
like a
red is an
a
urgent
submarine.
sort of color.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm actually really proud of Jack and the way he handles himself in this,
Oh, yeah?
this message. Yeah, I think he does a really good job because he's not known for his diplomacy, but
This is true.
I think he comes across quite personable.
Chibi Me said, I think a better drinking game is how many times the instability of the Nequadria is said from its inception.
Let's talk to them.
A lot. Is it, will they? Or what if our frequencies don't send the same way other people's do? But never mind.
We put that aside.
I'm going to pick so many holes in this episode because I've just never liked it. So much so I've only seen it once.
Yeah.
I might really like it, but from you guys' reaction, I don't think so.
And he's speaking in English.
Yes. Well, the
Stargate
Prometheus
don't have time to
translates.
translate. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. Sure. I love the translator microbes in Farscape. I wish that we had something like that in Stargate.
Yeah. Well, it's like the TARDIS being able to translate.
Yeah.
Right.
Something small like that would
Yeah.
fix a lot of the holes in this show.
Very difficult. But
But
don't you think he's doing a good
It
job,
is.
though?
I
he's doing
think
a good
yeah,
job.
this is his
Diplomatic.
most diplomatic moment. Please stop firing.
He's he's like Deloise with an O.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You can see the name badge.
Someone's listening.
Yep.
Mm.
Thank goodness. Even if it is
Yeah.
bloody Kelphus. So Jack's sarcastic delivery here like reminds me of there's this moment in Frasier when someone leaves a cabin door open in the woods and Niall says something like, why don't we just send engraved invitations to all the bugs in the forest? It kind of just reminds me of that. It's like the perfect
Oh,
blend
Niles.
of wit and exasperation.
Oh gosh.
Love it.
Also, watch the position of Jack's P90. So the weapon's muzzle actually intersects with the ring's materialization zone.
Ooh, okay. I thought you were about to say to watch the position of Jack's something else.
Oh, well, I
Oh, it
He's
sure
always
did.
watching
Look
for
at
that.
that.
You watch this.
Very cool.
Also, keep an eye on the horizon behind Jack. In just a moment, you'll spot some modern cars cruising along the highway in the background.
Oh, you're joking.
Or could they be
Keep an eye on it.
Tigrean cars?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they got cars.
Oh, yeah.
Look, right there, they got one. Oh, yeah, car.
See?
I see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. But it could easily be a Tigrean vehicle.
Absolutely.
Hello,
So this is
Michael
my
Ironside
gal.
/ Carmen Argenziano.
Yes.
He's like their son. Yeah.
So yeah, Miguel Fernandez as Commander Kalfas, and he actually worked with RDA previously, back in '86 in an episode of MacGyver.
Here we go.
Well, she got a better
Also
episode than
the
this.
SMGs Kalfas's men are carrying will actually show up again in Atlantis as Jedi weapons.
Ooh.
And
Oh, yeah.
also you'll notice the German Fleckton camouflage on the local soldiers.
Yeah, okay.
They got train and everything.
Robert
Wow.
Foxworth.
It is
I
Robert
love him.
Foxworth.
I would love to
He's
have him
great
on.
in this.
It's the table.
It's the
They bring that
table
to Atlantis
back.
at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Robert brings quite the sci-fi pedigree.
He does.
As both a Starfry. What is Starfry? Star Trek alum, and the voice of Ratchet in the Transformers films.
I want some star fries. Yum yum.
Yeah, Starfry sounds great right now. I could use some like deep fried stuff.
Me said to Korean cars, definitely. I mean, look at how universal military armored convoys are in the galaxy.
Right.
If I had a nickel.
You got to use something, all right?
So I think Chairman Ashwin sort of stands out from the world leaders we typically meet in Stargate. We often sort of encounter suspicious and hostile politicians, but Ashwin sort of brings a refreshing blend of level-headed diplomacy and I think genuine compassion. And I think his optimistic sort of big picture thinking during this particular crisis sort of makes him quite unique in this sort of first contact scenario. But then you've got Kalfas to balance that out, so...
You couldn't do this type of a story until you had a spaceship episode where we can actually visit a planet that has not discovered their Stargate or has buried their Stargate, so that we can see things from their side. Oh yeah, this thing must exist somewhere, or it did, or the Gould could have taken it, as they sometimes do.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, these people are actually pretty advanced. I forgot how advanced they were.
They are very advanced, yeah.
Well, they're the type of science people that just refuse to believe in the Stargate. Oh, yay, goody.
So I love this from Jack. So where did you see it last? It's always in the last place you look.
Well, there is now a shred of evidence because you have literal off-worlders showing you a picture of it.
Yeah, I was going to say, just to also the last time you saw it kind of thing, or last place you look. Yeah, we found ours in bloody Antarctica.
Right,
you know, the spare ones. So, I mean, could be anywhere.
Just look under things, people.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been cool if every planet had a spare? Instead of just updating the Stargates, like those originals, they just all issued version 2.1s on all the planets and just discarded the old ones in the ocean.
Yeah. You guys just said the stone unturned, like lift every stone, look underneath. Made me think of that. Do you hear about King Richard III being found in a car park in the UK? They supposedly,
his remains.
Yeah, so his so he died like 500 years ago, but his remains got like lost to history due to like someone making up some lie. They never realized he was still buried in the same spot,
and they identified him.
And some random people looked back 500 years ago where he used to be buried and found him in the car park, and he was buried right underneath a giant like R or something in the car park.
Wow.
Oh, that's hilarious.
They were like,
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So it could be in a very obvious spot.
So, kind of I guess an interesting observation from Reddit. Commander Kalfas's hostile reaction to aliens kind of mirrors how some Earth civilians might react without the perspective of the Stargate program provides.
You know, a radio playing rock and roll in the background would really make this scene pop. I'm just saying. If they were all going through text together, music helps the search go better.
It does.
I can't listen to music while I'm studying.
No?
Oh, I have to. I listen to
Adam has to.
Yeah, I listened to the Halo 3 ODST soundtrack. I found it very soothing. There's no singing in it at all. So, you know, and Just Sant, which is another game I like. Again, no singing, very calming. They're both very about water. There's a lot of water featuring in both of them. So,
if I'm editing transcripts for dialthegate.com, and if you would like to help me edit, reach out to dialthegateshow@gmail.com. Thanks to Jacob Olihars and a few others here who are already doing that. I'm always having music on. But when I'm editing clips for the show, I can't because I have to listen to the sound. So
well, that's true. That's absolutely true.
Jacob said the King Richard III thing was in Lincoln, is where he was found.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think that's really cool. I'll send you a video about it at some point. It's actually very fascinating.
Let's just give him a little dinner.
A barbecue.
Jack's response to Sam. Oh, I love him so much.
Do we have a barbecue?
You can make one, right? They've got enough fire.
They could probably pull it off, I bet.
Yeah.
But depending on what kind of meat they have on their planet.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
So, okay. So, the series milestone here is kind of significant. So 133 planets visited over 6 years, with this being the 130th broadcast episode. So that sort of suggests that there's sort of unchronicled missions that expand the show's universe beyond what we've seen on screen.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The Incaran mission is an example of that, where, you know, we know that they've been working with them before until we see them. Yeah.
Yes. Also, I love that for a member of a secret society, Tarek's reconnaissance skills could have used some work. He's so bad at keeping an eye on them while not keeping an eye on them.
Jacob said it's Leicester, not Lincoln. That makes sense. I was thinking L, but I wasn't sure which one it was. Yes. Thank you.
I do not look at that and say Leicester.
No, no one does. This is freaking British.
The IC, but there's an IC in there.
Yeah, how would you say it, David? I want to hear it.
Leicester.
Yeah, people say like Leicester.
Leicester is what that says.
Sauce.
Yeah, it's Leicester.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's just. Geez, people.
No, to be fair, right? Half our words make sense, half our words don't. That's just part of the fun of English.
And half of ours over here make sense, and the other half don't either. So
yay!
It's true. Yeah,
it is
true.
United and it feels so good.
The Prometheus tour scene here kind of uses some clever camera work. Apparently, they used a figure 8 pattern that reuses the same set pieces to create the illusion of a larger ship.
Oh, they're walking in a figure 8.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
A figure 8 pattern, yeah.
Okay.
2 circles.
That makes a lot of sense. Just keep on walking around and around.
And we're walking this way.
So this way. All right. Put it back in your pants.
Just get it out and measure it, guys.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. They're gonna start measuring again around the dinner table.
You guys did blow up a significant object in orbit, which did damage our technology. So, oh boy. Oh, come on.
So annoying.
Bronson does a good job of holding it together though, while still being like lightly sassy. I also loved before when they were asking technical questions and Jack sort of just stepped back and let Sam walk forward and explain the hyperdrive. It was my favorite.
Nice sweater.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's quite long.
Oh, I'd be scratching.
It looks like he's wearing a sweater underneath.
He is.
Especially if it's like wool.
Yeah.
Wool is very scratchy.
So the thing that I thought that was a chevron. So the thing that I found a little bit disturbing, and the episode makes a point. You know, there are still there are still humans in the galaxy that worship the gods of their texts, even if they're no longer around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's worshiping Hera. I think he worships Hera.
It is Hera, yeah.
Oh, he's very dead.
I mean, it's hard because like the text that would have supported how terrible Hera was has been destroyed, so got no reference point.
That's it.
This guy started
Ashlyn-
eating first. Did you see that? Their leader's just already eating. Like, bro, wait for everyone else. Their plates haven't even arrived yet.
They don't know to do that.
So,
look at that mashed potatoes.
Sorry, Ashwin's just made a bit of a distance miscalculation. So he said millions of light years away, but Earth is oh my God. So he's placed Earth way beyond the Milky Way's borders. Like, since the galaxy is only about 100,000
100 to 110,000 light years across. Yeah.
Yeah, it's overshot by quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
it's probably like millions of miles away.
Yeah, millions of miles.
Light years away.
Had like a massive brain fart moment there.
No, that's all right.
My brain forgot how to form words.
That's okay. It's early for you.
Yes.
Dan only had 4 hours similar sleep. To an infinity logo, but different. Yes, the infinity logo is on its side. 8 is up and down.
That's true.
And it's slightly shaped differently. Anyway.
The way you said that was funny. Made me laugh.
Oy, oy, oy.
Did you say year 0?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's the measuring.
Here we go.
Just out as a sign of weakness, then this entire show that we're doing is.
But I love Sam like swooping in with some like emergency diplomacy as we all have 2 merits. Commanders literally square off in their interplanetary
I'd be like,
ego match.
my dude, one of us is exploring other planets, the other one is picking in the dirt.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're
so
exploring
I love
the back garden.
Toast. Watch how Jack replicates the toast. It's adorable. Like they've just sort of lightly touched the. he full on presses the entire.
He tries though, doesn't he?
It's so
He's
cute.
Trying.
But it's the perfect example of Jack trying to follow diplomatic protocol, but somehow making it distinctively Jack.
Or the glasses that are cut at an angle in.
I hate those glasses.
Miranda.
Yeah. When he's oh my God, he can't drink.
Like, how do I negotiate with this?
I just got like a flashback to Daniel being like, "Oh yeah, anthropologists do this all the time," and then sounds like I'm not an anthropologist. And I feel like they've picked up on the whole, Daniel trying to get them to do the little customary things and show some respect in some ways.
Like they said, they've been to 133 planets, so
yeah,
they've been practicing.
You and your shoulder pads, get out of here.
Share that in common. Yeah. I think Jack can turn it on when he wants to.
Yeah.
But it's probably quite energy depleting.
Not to constantly behave yourself.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
To go out of character.
Effort.
Yes.
Yeah, you can start exploring the galaxy if you have a set of gate coordinates. That's one of the things that the show never really discusses. It talks about us connecting with other inhabited life forms, but it never talks about us connecting each of them with other inhabited life, unless they already knew each other or came across like the Nox and the Tolan do, out of a situation with us. But they don't really talk about creating a network of cooperative planets. Oh, there we go.
The only, I guess the only example would be in, is it 2001?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Incarans met the Vians. Yeah. Not Vians.
And they're connected with the Ashen as well. Like it's all, yeah.
Yep. Not the Vians,
No, I think you're right. I think it is the Vians.
I think I said in Karen's though. The Ashen, the Enchant. No, the Vians. That's season 3. Someone will correct me. I give up. My give up. Oop, there we go.
Nice.
The Volians.
Defoliants,
That's
thank
It
you.
came to me.
I knew it.
The
Sounded
V and
very
the S
similar.
were correct.
Yes, the V, yes.
Shop eye.
Oh, don't you worry. Yeah,
You're
Teal'c's
close.
fluent. I'd be reading that with gloves on, guys.
Right.
Like, how old is that?
Yeah. Well, you never see Indiana Jones pulling out a pair of gloves.
No.
Well, his time was before latex, let's be fair.
Yeah, to be fair, actually, yeah.
To be fair. Hilarious.
Alrighty then, 214 says, why do I only get the notification that this is happening once you are nearly over? Hello. Hello.
YouTube cannot be trusted.
Yeah,
No,
I was
it
going to
really
say,
can't.
have we seen you before? Alrighty then. What a great name. Very funny. Yeah, this is a big deal, you asshat.
So I think between Kalfus and the Chapper Eye, at least one of them has an excuse for their tunnel vision. And though I'd sort of argue that the giant ring with one eye still has a wider worldview.
Okay.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
They detonate an object in orbit of us that weakens our infrastructure. And they fly down in a ship armed to the teeth, ask for our historical documents, and start running around with our military. I would have cause for a little bit of concern.
No, that's completely fair.
So we're back at the Richmond Sand Dunes, practically a regular cast member at this point in the show.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it deserves some credits in the opening scenes. Yeah, for sure.
Camera's just low enough so you can't
I love
see things behind.
how shallow this grave is. Like,
they are not allowed to dig deep on film. Robert Cooper and I talked at length about that for Doppelganger when Ronan is buried.
The ancient Egyptians hid their mummies better than this, and they weren't even trying to erase history. So it's like, dig a little deeper next time.
Cover stone.
Well, this is nice, yeah.
Yeah, it is a nice cover stone.
It's nice to see them, like discovering Stargates. It's always, you know what, a bit nostalgia.
I do like the process that they go through of unearthing and raising this Stargate.
Yep.
It's always exciting, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because you
SG1
you can appreciate the sheer scale and the weight of the moment. But it also kind of feels like they are filling in a bit of a gap in the episode.
Alrighty, then said, my name is Andrew. I host the podcast Cree You. Great name for your podcast.
Well, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
I'll go and show some support for it. Gonna screenshot that name.
I would have loved to have gotten my hands on these cover stones.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know if they survived?
I don't know what happened after this episode.
Okay. What would they have
This
been
is
made
really
of?
cool. I don't
foam.
like this episode. This is great.
Foam,
Yeah,
okay.
they look like they're made of foam. They look good as hell.
Especially that one in the middle. That's quite decorative.
But look, all the sand they're gonna have to clean off that stuff later. Ugh.
Exactly.
What a nightmare. It's coarse and rough and it gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Cool shot.
Yeah, this is nice and dramatic.
See, it is cool.
I like this.
It is
this
cool.
is cool, yeah. This is the best thing about this episode.
Because we kind of haven't seen this since the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never with modern,
like this.
like with a winch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time it was just loads of people pulling on it.
I would have loved to have been there for this shot.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I would have cried.
And they've done it at just the right time of day with the sun is streaming
the
right
drama.
through.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Damn, this is nice. The music, I'm feeling nostalgic. Wow, I did not expect this emotion to come out. What a wave. Whew.
Write it out.
Yeah.
So when like Jonas activates the gate, we kind of hear the sound, but the top portion appears to be inactive while the rest is lit up, but it could just be like the tricky lighting on the gate surface
Yeah.
in this sunlight.
I suspect they're on.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Here we go.
Yeah, I remember this part distinctly, and I remember being like, "Oh, I'm sick of you."
Look at him
Apparently
go.
This is a variant of the Cadillac Gauge Commando, which is the same
Wow.
type of attack vehicle they used in Vietnam. And those twin guns mounted on top are M1919s, which is
Okay.
standard military issue from the 1960s.
I love that he's like, "I'm taking back what's like belongs to my people." Like, we're not taking it anywhere. We can't
Yeah.
we can't fit the gate through the gate. You know,
I think he's
you-
talking about
Exactly.
ownership of it, possession of it,
Yeah.
in terms of its
Still.
operation.
Well,
David, why are you standing up for this guy at all? God knows what's about to come through that thing.
just tell him how to use an iris, and then just leave him to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Or rebury it when you're not using it.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly
Classic.
right. Yeah. They literally just want to go through it. They're not going to take it anywhere.
But things have a way of coming through it.
Yeah.
Offer them an iris.
Yeah, they're half off this month.
They buried it to keep your evil god away. What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, I think it's kind of interesting because this storyline sort of mirrors the real ancient Egyptian history. There was a pharaoh, Akhenaton. So when that pharaoh died, the priests erased him from history, just like the Tigrians have done here, and lost their past. So they removed his name from the temples, destroyed these monuments. Literally what happened here.
I always find that really funny how like history is made by those who like survive, you know, who come out on top a lot. And it's
Yeah,
very
of
interesting
course.
how much history is wiped in moments like that
Yeah,
would
we
have
can be
actually been really
selective
helpful.
when you're kind of like in charge of documenting it.
Yeah. It's really crazy. It's messed up.
When you think that you know better than other people,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
you're willing to destroy history rather than preserve it and learn from it because you don't believe that people are capable of learning.
That's true.
Yeah.
Too traumatic to revisit.
So why keep history intact? Because someone will just be stupid and do it again because people are stupid, right?
I mean, we're all doomed to repeat
stupid.
history. It's all we do.
In one form or another, yeah.
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 Or at least make it rhyme.
One thing I do like that, or like, it's not, I don't like it, but it's something important and something that I'm actually getting really sad about is people who survived World War II, where, you know, that generation's running out.
They're
And
dying
they
out.
taught us so many things about how, like, we all know how bad war is, but them being a part of the community is so important. And losing that, I'm scared that the next generations, we are doomed to repeat World War again.
Oh,
So,
I think we're already almost there.
I know.
So we
scary.
missed Colonel Ronson's his line basically, which was a nod to Han Solo's dialogue from A New
Oh
Hope.
God, really? I
It was
missed the Han
almost
Solo
word for
dialogue.
word. He
Oh,
said,
no.
"Let's hope the old man is right, or this is going to be a short ride." Very reminiscent, very reminiscent of that.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, okay
Aw.
then. Here we go.
Of course, I missed the Han Solo stuff. I love that Indiana Jones and Han Solo are both making some sort of appearance in this episode for us.
I don't know who said it. I think it was
And it's the
Einstein.
same
Someone can
actor.
correct me, but I don't know what World War III will be fought with, but World War IV will be fought with stones and sticks.
Oh,
wow,
that's twisted.
big. Yeah,
I like that, David. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
that is
Oh.
very scary.
I like it in that. I think it's an important thing to think about.
It's poetic and also scary.
Yep.
Yeah.
All these big old gun
Big ship.
barrels. This is
But
a good
Christopher
speech.
Judge's knees are really far apart, bro. Put your knees together. They're not in pain.
He can't. He's probably too muscular down there. Like he can't have his legs too close together.
Damn, if my legs are that far apart, I'd be like, they'd be so painful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, they're a
really?
bit closer now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm weak.
I'm like just
I have
looking at
weak
that
legs.
thinking no big deal because I do yoga several times a week.
Oh yeah, I do nothing. I like sit on my sofa and eat Nutella.
I'll sit in your office chair and eat
Eat
Nutella.
Nutella. Yeah. One or the other.
This is a great speech.
It's a very good speech.
No Nutella though. That's missing.
It's not as tasty as Nutella, but it's a pretty good speech.
What are we talking about right now? Come on. Bring it back in.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? Let's all be friends. Let's all be besties.
Let's try.
We're all from the same damn, origin.
We're cut from the same cloth.
Exactly.
Yes.
They
Yes,
didn't
they
have
did.
they didn't have good reason to be afraid. Oh, I've got to try and get this guy on the show.
He's pretty
You
good.
should definitely. I love
Yeah.
how this like wormhole extremists has sort of
Spurred
inspired
me
you
to
to
action.
reach out to particular
Well,
actors. It's great.
it's my mission anyway, and then going through this show, it's like, oh yeah, I haven't
That
paid
person,
nearly
that
enough
him.
attention to this person.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, he's just in one episode, but I think he does a very
Yeah,
good job.
I
He definitely
like
stands out
talking
for
to people
sure.
in one episode. So I'm gonna try and get. Someone asked me to get the actor who played the kid who's dating Cassandra, who gives her the prism. He was actually one of the singing aliens.
Dominic
in
Awais.
Dominic, he was one of the singing aliens in One False Step. So
Oh, how
I
dare you!
killed two
Oh,
episodes
yes,
with- I haven't talked with
yes.
anyone from those episodes. So you know what?
Huh.
Aww.
So that's quite sweet.
Mhm.
It is.
A little bit.
Okay, so
yeah.
during this dialing sequence, watch the right-hand side of the DHD closely. One of the glyph keys gets caught on the activation button.
Oh no!
Oh, you're
Yeah.
joking. It's that sand.
Yeah.
It's got
It'd be
between those
crunchy. It's been
buttons.
buried for so long.
Yeah,
Yes,
it would be
yeah.
crunchy. Ugh. Coarse and rough. Gets everywhere.
Yeah. And like you just know, like dealing with sand, you can never get rid of it all.
No.
Okay, watch
looking,
right-hand
I'm
side.
looking.
Right-hand side sort of upper.
Yeah, it sure did.
Can you see?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh
Got
no.
stuck.
Oh, that's silly. They could have reshot that. I guess no one
They
noticed.
could have.
That's a really easy one to
Yeah,
fix.
But you know,
Well,
it's time and money.
There is a tight
Um,
shot on the 7th chevron back at the SGC. When the chevron comes down, the plastic behind it folds in. And if you look at that
Yes.
shot, you can see it every single time, and they've never fixed it.
So I think given the
Never
Tigrean
noticed.
sort of similar level of technology to Earth, many fans sort of speculated that this first contact should have led to like some ongoing relations to the two worlds, but it's never confirmed on screen.
Well, I'm sure they didn't want to revisit it after, what I'm assuming would be more or less poor reception of the episode because it wasn't that great.
Got to do this. Randall Wong in the comments says, "Visitors from another world. Another world." That was Memento.